Well, this is a charming little object. Tell me where you got it from.
It was given to me by my father in the late 70s. I think it was 1979. I was 14 years old, I think. We didn't really think anything of it. It's something that I meant to clean and investigate, and ended up really just stashing away in a jar where it remained for 30-odd years.
So when did you clean it off?
I was rummaging through the loft about 8 years ago, and I came across items from my youth. It didn't look like that. It was still obviously caked in soil, a very light-coloured soil. I decided to try and clean it up a bit, and the first thing I did, I put it into a container of water for a few days, which actually dislodged most of the soil. And after a quick rinse, it became obvious that there was a beautiful gilded design.
Yeah. Well, what I think is miraculous is that when you cleaned it off, you didn't use a solvent or scrub-a-dub-dub it. Simply soaking it in fresh water was the right answer, because off came the flaky soil, revealing this lovely design with the original gilding, which is, after all, a very, very thin layer of gold that's burnt on to the metal itself. Now, this thing isn't complete, quite, in that it's missing a lug on that end, and it did form part of a joined pin set, and in this illustration you can see how 3 pins are joined by lugs like this piece. The miracle is that from about the 9th century this thing has been buried somewhere near Hazelmere. It's gone through its whole kind of dig-up process. It's been in the lemon curd jar for 30 years, and now we have something that's just as beautiful as it was made all those hundreds of years ago. You hope it's going to sell well in the auction. I hope so too.
Of course, yeah.
And the auction estimate is around £600,
yeah.
Say £600 to £800, that sort of number. And it all depends on the day whether there's a collector out there who will appreciate it to that degree. And that's the $1 million question. And that's why you sell at auction, because nobody really knows what it's worth until the hammer falls.
Yeah, precisely.
Anyway, it's a great story, and thank you for coming in to Timeline Auctions. We'll see.